alive! It's Sound Rose. It is the Betasaaser meeting, and
Yay!
yay, and general calendar chaos.
Right.
Reigns. I mean, I've been having particular trouble with calendars recently. I don't know about you. The main ones being that I was supposed to be going on. Well, I did go on holiday, but I got the dates wrong.
Oh no!
And as a result of that, gosh, yeah, that was like a major.
That's really bad.
I mean, the holiday all worked out, but it's just that like I had been planning things around it based on like an inaccurate date for like about 3 or 4 months. So like,
oh no,
build up of different things that I'd cancelled and crazy. Anyway, but
yeah.
Today is relatively minor. I'm still suffering. I guess it's sort of like a hangover from the time change.
Sure.
In that things in one of my calendar are, they're like, the
jet lag is not fun.
So actually, it's sort of. Oh God, I'm gonna click things closed. It's sort of working out. It just we're getting there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
So I guess quick record on my side. Really, the main update is Armando reached out, and he's like talking about second edition of the book, and he's sort of showing me like PR guidelines for his students to get feedback on them, and I mean, I other news. I think we're the fallout from the edX GDPR thing means that. So he's telling me that it should be okay for folks like yourself to carry on doing clones of the course, although who will create them, since my permissions have been written, I don't know. But the key fallout seems to be no more AV102 on edX. So that's the course that's the TA training course.
Oh.
So which I assume this is basically of the many people who've taken the TA training course. Some people subsequently put in GDPR requests to have their accounts removed, and then that went to edX, and edX was like, what's this course being run that these people for this European law that we can't handle? And so it kind of the fear of being sued means like no.
Right. So there's no other place that we could host it.
We could. I mean, we could run our own edX instance. I mean, it could all be different. I mean, to be honest, at the moment, I'm not. This is not such a big hit for me, in that I feel like really to run the course, it needs major updates, and I don't know that we have the resources to do the major updates.
Sure.
And at the moment, there's no next run of the MOOC has been set. So it's kind of in the short term. What like edX may collapse and
right
to the net. Who knows? It's not worth worrying about.
Well, I mean, given in the U.S. at least, given everything going on, anything could and probably will happen.
Indeed.
And that's as much as I'll say.
Yeah. So that's me, and let's focus on you. You shared some materials that you.
So I did I don't know what you'd call it. It's not a walkthrough exactly. It's a how to do OAuth, OmniAuth, with what is it? Facebook and GitHub. Okay, and I would dearly love to add Google, but I'm confused about what Google is asking me to do.
Right.
So I don't know if anyone else has done it, but Google would be a great, a really good one, because it's so common. Everyone has a Google account.
Yeah, I guess it's interesting. I guess the Google sign-on thing will continue. I mean, like Google Plus, which was their social network, is being retired.
Right.
As I understand it. I'm not sure what impact that has on the ability to do like third-party sign-in via Google.
I'm not sure either. I mean, they have a whole collection of Google APIs.
Yeah.
But it looks like before you can use their sign-on, you have to have a Google project, and this isn't a Google project. So
no, but I think that's the same thing with GitHub. You have to kind of create an application. It's just, I think when they say Google project, they just mean like some like higher level container to represent, like, for example, you would be adding Google sign into, I don't know, a pet shop site. So they want something like, okay, this is the Binghamton Pet Shop project.
Yeah.
And then that will be the way to refer to through their project admin console. And then when you're doing work on the like revoking keys, adding keys, whatever, they're happening in the context of that Google project. Do you know what I mean?
Sort of. Yeah. Okay. So I don't really have to host it there, but
no. I think that's just. I mean, I'll show you. Let me see. Like, there's a way of. We've got like admin.google.com. Is that the right one? I get, or is it console? There's different things. There's admin.google.com. And that one, oh gosh, is that one for we've got we've got Google for non-profits.
Yeah. Okay.
And that one, is all for like managing our emails and groups and users and everything. And there's that admin. So that's admin. But there's another one. No, sorry, I got this right. I get so confused. Console. Is it cloud or Google? Or, right, I thought it anyway. There's Google Console, which is cloud here, and then there we go. Yes. So this is the sort of dashboard for managing your Google projects. But so you can see here, like if we go to the dashboard, this is a particular project. Here we go. So this is like we're doing a project. We're not going to be hosting it on Google Cloud, although we could. But in order just to manage the, can I go home here? In order to manage the IDs and the keys and the this and that and the other, you go to the Google Cloud Platform console.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying. It says create a new project, and I'm just confused because it gives me it wants me to give a name and an organization. That's no problem.
Yep.
But when I give it a location, it just I don't know. Nothing good seems to happen. Maybe I did it wrong the last time. I don't know. But it sounds to me. It sounds to me like I have to do this before I get a dashboard, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I think in principle, if you go to this URL, I mean, you can sign in there with your Google account. You may have to create a Google developer account if you don't have one already. For me, you can see here a number of the different projects that we have, and then it's from here that if we were starting to do something that required some Google API thing, we'd start here with this one. Give it the project name, Binghamton Pet Shop or what have you, and then probably here. I mean, I think here location we haven't set up like sub organizations. I think all of ours are just created at the moment because there's so few of them, just with no organization.
I see. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I can just. It's possible, I guess, just maybe to create it from my BU account actually, because it's course related.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
absolutely.
I'll try that. All right. Yeah, I mean the rest of it's straightforward. The rest of it, basically you get the keys and the app ID and bingo.
Yeah. And in fact, the thing that we're working on here is not for OAuth. It's for it's this KCSC asset mapping project. That's for geocoding and maps and stuff. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe it's not a big deal then. All right. Well, because I want to add that to the development.
Yeah.
And I don't want to confuse anyone or put information in there that's not accurate. So I figured I better check first.
Well, I think the thing that we found consistently is that this Google interface is in principle, anyone can use it, but it's just very confusing to navigate. And so, you know, people who want to get outside with some of their projects, we say like, oh, go and make your keys over there or what have you, and then we just lose them completely. So, I mean, and that's following. It's a pattern of Google has some amazing things, but their user interfaces are just, I don't know.
Like, they're terrible.
So, anyway, yeah. Anything else on your mind?
Okay, I just got a message saying Google Cloud Platform Service has been disabled. Please contact your administrator to restore service in G Suite Admin Console. I'm thinking that I probably just have to make no organization then.
Yeah, or log in under a different, just your personal Gmail account. So if you're doing your Binghamton account,
right,
it might just work. But if you're doing it with your Binghamton account, we have the same thing. Like the G thing, the administrator of that controls what subsets of Google services you can use.
Yes.
And so they made, and like the defaults are pretty restrictive. So
yeah. Okay, so I'll just go with a different account and try it, and I think that'll work. No, the only other thing is I was hoping that that someone might take a look at this development and I don't know, make like criticize it or you see what I'm saying? I mean, because I want it to be decent. It looks lengthy. It looks rather lengthy because I have screenshots of everything.
Sure.
But the text is pretty minimal.
Yeah, I mean it looks lovely, and like I think, you know, that's like, I think partly why you're doing this is because the section in the book that has this stuff is kind of out of date. And
yes, and my students were getting so confused, and it was a train wreck, and it's held us up now for a couple of semesters. So I thought I'd put that in, and I don't know if any of this is something that. Like, are they ready to go to press on this new edition, or are they looking for feedback?
I think it's more like it needs to be written over the summer. I mean, like,
okay.
Armando's like really busy, like trying to run his course at the moment, and juggling.
You know, they still have that psychomatic complexity graph in chapter 9 that's completely incorrect.
I think that's partly with the second edition. There's so many things that are, you know, it's sort of
I mean, on the one hand, it's been very useful because I tell the students that there's an error there and they have to find it. So it's been great from that standpoint because they analyze it and you know, somehow it like gives them a little more incentive. Oh, there's an error in this book. Oh, I'm going to find it. You know, and they find it and they correct it, and it's like, well,
it just shows how important expectations are. Is if you're something and the assumption is that it's going to be correct, you get quite upset if there's a problem. If you say, we did this in the boot camp, actually, we were kind of like, there will be errors. Let's see how many errors you can find.
Yes. That's been a more fun way of doing things. I remember before I hit on that technique, there was anger at every error that's to be found, and now it's like it's like a treasure hunt.
That's right. It's rewarding. Absolutely. Yes. Very clever. Very clever. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be like, this looks lovely. The thing that is probably too much of an ask. What I would love to do is to have this in GitHub Markdown. To make it easily editable and sort of so that we'd have I mean, that said, you know, a Google Doc. I mean, I guess
I think that would make so much more sense. Now, my question is, if you have a Google Doc, what is the proper way to insert I don't know, graphs, illustrations?
You can just drag and drop them in there.
Oh, really? Okay, but I mean, is it like a GIF, a PDF? I don't know.
I think it'll, you know, you can just drag and drop them. It's the same as Word, basically. I mean, I think Google Docs.
Oh, okay. Pretty flexible.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that I guess the thing that I mean, I dislike about Google Docs and Word is the lack of being able to see the underlying markup, and that's why I just love GitHub Markdown. I mean, I hate the URLs, like with you know, the GitHub Markdown, but then that requires one to be comfortable with editing in Markdown, and that's not everybody is. So
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I would say probably a good. I mean, what did you edit this in yourself in Word?
Yeah, I used Word. It was just easier.
Yeah. Well, what you could do is, even with the Word document, you could just, if you go to like Google Docs, you can import the Word document in there.
Okay.
And then that creates effectively something that people can have commenting, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that, and then I mean, it always screws up the formatting, but then I could go in and fix the formatting.
Yeah, and others, you know, including your students or anybody else could in principle help you. I mean, then there's of course managing the sharing settings on the individual documents, and that's another.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I guess in some ways the thing to do actually here, I'll have to stop it. But if we, why is this button not working? If I just create a new document and make the new folder. No, I want a new document. But then this is the annoying. That, I mean, of course, why Word is appealing is then the frustrating thing about Google Drive is that sometimes, you know, like the JavaScript in the browser fails and it doesn't work. So anyone,
right?
New document. It says folder. I don't want it to be a folder. I want a new document. Oh gosh. That seems odd that it wouldn't let me create a new. Have they changed this?
Yeah, this is the issue I have whenever I go to Google Drive. It's so annoying.
But there is now that the JavaScript's loaded, so there's a file upload here. So
I could do that. There we go. There we go.
Is it just being super slow? Ridiculous.
That could be too.
Well, I mean, I'd be tempted. Oh, there we go. Black dog. That's being.
Yeah, it's slow.
Actually, this has been one of the problems consistently. I find that actually running that Google Drive itself in parallel with Hangouts is ridiculously slow.
Yes.
But that's I should maybe have it in a different browser. But anyway, but yeah, I can get some appropriate sharing settings and titles, and then well, I guess I don't know. You can copy and paste in here, and I'm just thinking, can you import into this?
You might be able to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make it anyway, and then you can even just like paste it over individually. So this is like Omniauth examples. And the key thing actually, you just so like the sharing, you have to go like here. If you click on advanced here in the corner, and then change it, so they basically say anyone with a link can edit. And then so now, if you've got the link, then you know, but like it's not going to be appear in searches. So that's a if you want to start popping things in there, would be something that we, you know, with the other instructors or whoever we could be doing.
Yeah, oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, and I especially want a critique of kind of the way it's organized and where I have like private methods and that sort of thing. Whether that's a good way to do it or not.
Yeah, cool. Well, and I'll pop this. What I'll do is I'll pop that link. I've put it in the brain. You can do it. I've put it in the Google Hangout there, but of course that chat will disappear. So I'm going to put a link to the here.
Yeah, I see.
Or Slack.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
good stuff.
Okay, well, I'm there. Got it.
I think I just need to nip off to like go and corral my kids before the next meeting.
Not a problem.
Have a little catch up, Rose, and let's speak to you again. Well, I guess another thing is, right. So probably is the time that we thought the meeting was going to be today. Is that generally a good time for you?
Okay. The only issue is, okay, if the meeting is at 10 o'clock my time, then I have the meeting at home and I immediately go to work.
Right.
Because then I have to be to class. If the meeting is at 11 my time, then I go to work first. So I mean, it's just a matter of me knowing which I have to do.
So sorry, Rose. Someone's at the door. I guess let's work out on the Slack which about the meeting time.
No problem. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.